here to take us out to the movies. It's the host of the Unspooled podcast, Paul Scheer and Amy Nicholson.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, Amy, hi.
How are you?
Come on out. So good to see you.
Great to see
you.
Hi,
Amy.
I got to tell you, John, you made me upset even mentioning 2024. I just want to enjoy this week for a couple
You're
minutes.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
You said we got a lot to do, and I was like, oh, yeah, we do. Oh,
We
no.
do, but you know what? The rest of 2022, that's our fucking time.
I love it.
All right. Hi, Amy.
Hello, how
you
are
doing? I just want to note that all of these questions, well, you'll understand. Would you agree that we come to this place for magic?
This is the most Phantom of the Opera looking podcast set I've ever seen in my life, so yes.
I do want to talk about this Nicole Kidman thing. Does she know that it's become memeable? Like, does she know? And then if you're AMC, how do you approach Nicole Kidman? Do you go like, Nicole, we got this? Like, because Nicole Kidman to me seems like someone who has never gone to a movie that's not a premiere. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. It just feels like she's not like, ooh, Clifford the Big Red Dog, I'll go see it, fuck it. Like, she doesn't seem like, I'm just gonna go into this AMC.
Yeah, a part of me does on some level believe she is the character she played in The Others.
Yeah.
And that she is some kind of I don't want to spoil The Others, but but that she is sort of trapped, in a certain time and space.
See, I don't believe that. I believe Nicole Kidman is really that picture. Have you seen that picture from her the day she got divorced from Tom Cruise, where she's in a tank top and she's screaming and she's wearing like mismatched outfits? She kind of looks like she's in Daytona Beach.
Okay, wow,
Yeah,
I love that.
like that's the Nicole Kidman who gets drunk and goes and sees Clifford at 3 p.m.
But you see, I haven't seen that Nicole Kidman for such a long time. I feel like she's much more
Very controlled.
Controlled Kidman. I don't know. I mean, look, my best New York City moment was I lived on 50th and 8th, and I was racing home one day, and like, every now and then people will stop you from walking down the street for whatever reason, and I just like kind of busted through this crowd, and I was really walking, and I hit a limousine whose doors opened and Nicole Kidman popped out at the same time, and we almost collided. And I was like, out of my way! And I and I was like, oh, I'm a New Yorker. This is amazing. This is a great moment to not even care. But I was like, Nicole Kidman, go.
50th and 8th, huh? Kind of a dead zone.
Hey, Hell's Kitchen, come on! It was fun. I had an L-shaped apartment. It was by the ACE. It was perfect. It was great.
How would you describe that indescribable feeling we get when the lights dim?
Indigestion?
Yeah, okay.
It's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking. I mean, as a critic, like I feel like very seriously, when the lights dim, I'm always supposed to kind of hit a reset button in the back of my neck and say like, be open-minded. Like you're supposed to erase everything and then be like, maybe Adam Sandler made a lovely movie. And then sometimes he does.
Hustle is underrated, and Hubie Halloween too. Not one. I mean, Hubie Halloween also.
I'm so glad you raised this because it's been on my mind since you've raised it. Which is Punch Drunk Love was so good, and he's so good in it. And I'm always surprised when somebody has that kind of talent in them, but they're like, nope, I want to go to Hawaii with Rob Schneider.
I love it because he's like, you know what? He's like, I can get an Oscar nomination, but I also can do this other shit over here. Like, no one can do that. Like, I feel like he's got this amazing ability to kind of do both. Like, Uncut Gems is great. I think Hustle, again, underrated. It's very good. It's like a Rocky story. But then I like that he's just like, and now I'm going to do a fart joke for like a whole 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. That is cool. I agree.
I will say one other thing, too. Like, when you said the lights dim, I was thinking that when I saw Requiem for a Dream, another movie I don't want to spoil for you, they played the second reel of that movie twice in my screening. And for 30 minutes, it's like, wow, what a cool choice to show it to you again. I was like, this is Aronofsky at its best. Letting me see it one more time. It's so upsetting. It's so disturbing. And I was willing to go with it until someone came in and said, there's been a mistake.
Every once in a while, that'll happen to a movie with subtitles where they won't have the subtitles, and you're thinking, I guess it's supposed to be about the vibes.
Yeah, right. When I first moved out to LA, there was this cheap-ass hotel that I would stay in right over by the 7-Eleven. Oh, who cares where it is at? But it was very cheap. And I was watching a DVD of The Manchurian Candidate, not the old one, but the new one with Denzel. And the TV just had never been like color corrected at all, so you could barely see it. It was so dark that I was like, me and my girlfriend, we were watching, and I was like, this is cool. Yeah, this is it. Like, this is it.
It's moody.
Really moody. And then we realized, oh no, the TV was just on like zero contrast.
I actually had a discussion today about how Carrie Lake reminds us a little bit of the Meryl Streep character from that movie. And all I retain from that film, which I have seen one time in the theater, is a very specific moment. It's when Meryl Streep is describing the case she would make for her son. And she describes his heroism in battle. And it ends with her saying, in the desert, in the dark. And she goes like this with her fist. And it is seared on my fucking brain. Do you remember that? In the desert, in the dark. So cool. Meryl's so cool. So cool. Look, we've all been busy in the world of politics. But fortunately for us, Paul and Amy have been keeping an eye on the AFI 100.
Great transition. I like it.
Thank you. And it's time for a game we're calling Dazzling Images on a Huge Silver Screen. Still
catchy
from the
title.
Nicole.
Yeah,
Still from the Nicole Kidman. That's actually,
right.
it's in there. People
right.
don't know. I didn't remember that sentence is in there because we're
Yeah.
still so stuck on heartbreak feeling good in a place like this.
I'm just looking at her. I'm like, I'm living a whole other thing. I'm connected.
I have the T-shirt that says "Heartbreak looks good in a place like this."
I know. It's awesome.
And I feel nervous when I'm wearing it too in AMC. Like it's like wearing the shirt to the concert.
Should she be watching Days of Thunder when she's saying heartbreak looks good in a place like this?
Wait, is that what's on the screen?
It should be.
Should be.
Yeah.
It should be Days of Thunder. Or what's
Or
the other one?
Far and
Far
Away.
Far and Away. All right, we're going to read you. So, someone you out there are going to play in the audience. Here's how it works. We're going to read you 3 log lines for a movie on the AFI 100, the updated version where they took out Birth of a Nation because, come on.
The updated list 12 years ago, there's 1 person of color as a director and 0 female directors. And they've just have not gotten around to updating that top 100 list for 12 years.
Here's how it works. All right. So we're gonna read 3 log lines, one of which is the correct one, 2 of which Amy and Paul have made up. All right. Your job will be to pick out the real log line, or if you select one from our guests, they get a point.
Okay.
We would like someone to play. We'd like people to play if they really. You can't have seen the full AFI 100 like a freak. You know?
We want somebody who's not like the idea here is not to be like, I'm a movie expert, I got this. Be somebody who's like, I think I know movies.
Yeah.
Somebody who likes a Hubie Halloween, like me. And, maybe you're more Hubie than you are Uncut Gems. That's all
I
we
love
want.
movies. I've seen all the Marvel movies. That's the level.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen the MCU with Ben Affleck being Daredevil and the new guy being Daredevil. I got it all. Old school, new school. That's my Sean Connery. That's my Roger Moore.
I love classic movies like The Mask, Ace Ventura.
I like reboots like Son of the Mask.
All right, let's bring the lights up. And Kendra's out there. Raise your hand if you'd like to play the game.
You look like a kind of like movies person. That's a good person. Yeah. What was the last movie you saw?
The last movie I saw?
Yeah.
I watched Grease 2 this morning.
Perfect.
I'm sorry. It doesn't get talked enough about, but I actually think like drinking in the morning and watching a movie in the morning like should be similarly like just give us a question. Like watching a movie in the morning with breakfast. Are you do you work a graveyard shift and the morning is your night? It seems like no.
I had some work to finish up, so I just put on a movie before my PTO started today. And Grease 2 is my favorite movie.
Okay. Okay.
Probably relevant information.
All right. So I'm sorry. And what is your name?
Allison.
Allison. Hi. I'm so rude. Started attacking you before I got your name. I like to get the name before I begin the attack. All right. So Allison, it is time for you to choose which log line you believe is correct for the 1967's In the Heat of the Night from director, it says here, Norman Jewison. Here are your 3 options.
Don't say, it's his name. That's a true person's name. A very famous director. It's not like, that's not an anti-Semitic name.
It's his real name.
The audience is like, we don't like that. We don't like.
They're on a hair trigger tonight. All right, here we go. A black detective is mistakenly accused of murder in a racist Mississippi town. After being cleared, the town's police chief asked him to solve that very murder. You want to do B?
Okay. When an innocent man, Sidney Poitier, is found holding the murder weapon to a violent crime, it's up to a racist cop with a loyalty to the law to help clear his name in this southern whodunit.
And C.
On the hottest day of summer in 1960s Memphis, Sidney Poitier inadvertently starts a 24-hour riot when he attempts to sit at the counter of a segregated ice cream parlor.
In the heat of the night.
In the heat of the night.
In the heat of the
Allison,
night.
it's no Grease 2, but people like it.
B.
B.
It's a good answer. I like that. It's incorrect.
It's incorrect.
That was mine.
Nice. Paul gets a point.
There we go. Yes. Thank you. More people like Grease 2. Anyone else like Grease 2? Oh,
The correct was the one about being cleared and then asked to solve the very murder of which he was accused. Next up, it's 1950's Sunset Boulevard from director Billy Wilder. Allison, have you seen Sunset Boulevard? Oh, wait, no. No. We can leave Allison behind.
Okay.
Sorry, Allison.
Sorry, Allison. You're done. Anybody? Oh, over there. Have you seen Sunset Boulevard? Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Hannah.
Hannah, have you seen Sunset Boulevard?
Yes.
Take the mic away. Take the mic away.
You can't cheat.
We'll come back to you. Raise your hand if you haven't seen Sunset Boulevard. Wait, this person right here hasn't seen it. Right there, behind you. Okay, right there. Hi, what's your name?
Ian.
You look like Kyle MacLachlan from this angle. It may just be the way the light is hitting. I was like, this is exciting.
You look like someone who would say they haven't seen Sunset Boulevard, but actually has.
We were supposed to see it, but we couldn't make it happen. So I haven't seen it.
You couldn't make it happen.
It's been out since literally the 50s.
Sorry, couldn't pull it off.
Couldn't get it done. Between
Sorry,
now and 1953.
What was the last movie that you saw? No Judgment.
She made me watch Clueless a couple nights ago.
Oh, great.
I'll tell you something. I don't like She Made Me Watch. I don't like how it felt.
I know.
I didn't like the way it sounded.
Did you like it? Clueless is Emma, by the way. I mean, Jane Austen. It's classic.
Trust me, I heard all about that. I enjoyed it.
Pass the mic. Hi,
God,
what's
to
your
me?
name?
I'm Veronica.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Veronica.
Veronica, hi. Let's talk to you.
Have you seen Sunset Boulevard?
I can't remember. I
Okay,
don't think
that's
I
good
have,
enough.
but
I
I
feel
know
like
what
that's
it's
good.
about. So I think this is cheating.
Okay,
you
back
don't?
to Ian. Back to Ian.
Yeah,
Back to Ian. Ian, when someone you love is excited to share with you something they love, I would say, don't say they made you watch that.
But
You're right.
But to be an Ian defender, did you like it? And if you didn't like it, you could be honest too.
It was a good time.
Okay,
It was fun.
He's lying.
He didn't like
he
it.
hated
Oh
it.
wow. Wow. Okay.
All
Donald
right.
stays on.
All right, Ian. Well, I don't know. If you're not going to like Clueless, you have a taste issue. So maybe Sunset Boulevard isn't for you either because it rules. Here are your three options. A, an aging starlet on her deathbed is visited by all the roles she played as she learned how each performance changed her from a person to a star.
Ooh. Lillian Gish suspected her fortunes would change when she and her sister Dorothy left Broadway for Los Angeles in 1915, but she could never have imagined they both land parts in D.W. Griffith's Intolerance, the most ambitious silent spectacular ever made. Made in 1950, this Oscar winner is Hollywood's first major try at telling its own biography through film.
C. After witnessing a monkey funeral, a screenwriter develops a relationship with a silent film star who's determined to have a second act at any cost.
Ian, what do you think?
B is incredibly thorough.
B is
Yeah.
detailed.
But I'm going to go with A because I know Patti LuPone played the main character on Broadway.
Ooh.
Oh,
And she's got big aging starlet energy.
Wow.
So
Kendra is
from the guy who didn't like Clueless.
Ian.
I love Ian.
Ian, we love you.
Okay.
Ian, you are wrong. You're wrong. Everyone's furious. The correct answer was C. It actually does begin with a monkey funeral. Whose was it?
Mine.
Paul wins. Paul gets a second point. Ian, thank you for playing. All right, next up.
By the way, sometimes I do like to. What I like about Ian is you didn't hide away from any of your thoughts.
No.
and we should embrace that too. Like they weren't like awful thoughts, but they were honest, and I do think that there is something about
Look, famously, Ian wears his heart on his sleeve. All right, next up, we have 1938's Bringing Up Baby.
Ooh.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Erica.
Erica, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
And you're promising us you haven't seen Bringing Up Baby.
I haven't, but I have seen a lot of Drag Race references about it. So
Okay, well, let's see what that
I
does
like
for
that,
you.
yeah.
That's okay. I think that's
I
okay.
think, by the way, you are thinking about whatever happened to Baby Jane.
yes, I am. Oh my God.
All right, here we go. A hapless paleontologist is pursued by a daffy heiress, and together they attempt to break her pet leopard out of a zoo, with hilarious results.
Cary Grant just lost his job, and his wife, Katharine Hepburn, is the one who took it. Now the roles are reversed as he has to become the woman of the house.
Clark Gable is a playboy archaeologist who has ventured to Persia on a quest to find the Garden of Eden, when he instead befriends a freshly hatched brontosaurus, Baby, and a local girl played by Claudette Colbert, who will do anything to convince him to keep her village's secret.
Wow.
Right, Erica, what do you think?
Oh boy.
Think about Drag Race.
Think about Drag Race, then put it out of your mind, because it can't help you, because they don't talk about this one.
I immediately know for C. Just that's my gut.
Sure.
Oh, boy, I feel like
Bringing Up Baby.
Bringing Up Baby.
none of that is helping. Okay.
Baby Upbringing.
Can I phone?
You just have to give us an answer, Erica.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with B, and I have no idea why, but. Someone's whispering. It's A.
It is
It's
A, but you got
said B.
You said B.
She said B.
Whose was B?
Mine.
Jeez.
Bam, bam, bam.
Wow, Amy, what's happening?
I was really hoping people would get confused with the 1980s movie Baby that does have a baby brontosaurus.
Oh, Baby.
That's-
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was really
I thought
hoping that
Bringing
would
Up
ring
Baby.
some dim bell.
Well, Baby Boom is the Diane Keaton.
Yeah.
That also has a brontosaurus.
Next up, we're going to go to 1942's Yankee Doodle Dandy from director Michael Curtis. Who out there? I don't know this one, to be honest. Bringing Up Baby rules, but I don't know this one. Hi, what's your name?
Alex.
Alex. Are you ready to figure out what Yankee Doodle Dandy from 1942 is all about?
We'll see.
Okay. All right. A saga of friendship and betrayal at a pivotal point in American history. Paul Revere, played by Paul Muni, and Benedict Arnold by Jimmy Cagney are fighting side by side in the Continental Army when an accidental slight from George Washington, Spencer Tracy, who would go on to receive a Best Supporting Actor nomination, sets the childhood chums on opposing paths.
Okay. B. The biopic of that famous man we all know, composer, playwright, actor, dancer, and singer, George M. Cohen.
C. The great Jimmy Cagney plays a mobster who sings and dances his way through Prohibition in this failed musical comedy.
What do you think,
So you
Alex?
really wanted me to not know the answer, and it's good because I don't. I'm just gonna go with my gut and say C because it makes me the happiest.
It is not C. It is actually about the biography. It is a biography of George M. Cohen. But it would be better if it were a musical comedy starring Jimmy Cagney, whose was
Bam!
Paul. Wow. Let's do one more and just. I'm gonna try to cheat and help you know which one Amy's is, I guess. All right. It's 1971's The Last Picture Show from director Peter Bogdanovich. Peter Bogdanovich, who also played Jennifer Melfi's therapist on The Sopranos. Brian just gasped.
Did anyone's TV go out at the end of that? I was watching it and I was...
All right. A. When a rural Texas town learns its sole movie theater will be bulldozed for a gas station, the theater's
Did you
young...
pick anybody?
Okay, who's our person?
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot how to host a show. Hi. What's your name?
I'm Audrey.
Audrey?
Yes.
Have you seen this movie?
No.
Good.
Great.
Here we go.
Cool.
When a rural Texas town learns its sole movie theater will be bulldozed for a gas station, the theater's young projectionist, Ron Howard, rallies his friends to save the cinema, triggering a showdown between the older generation and the rising hippie movement.
An aging director from the silent era tries to make a transition into talkies with two young actors, Sybil Shepherd and Jeff Bridges, but realizes the best things are left unsaid.
In 1951, teens struggle to come of age in a harrowingly bleak North Texas town in this movie, which makes straight people's attempt to lose their virginity seem like Texas Chainsaw Massacre level bad.
Oh, no.
Audrey, what do you think?
Movie theater bulldozed, silent movie, or
Texas Chainsaw
Massacre.
Virginity.
I'm going to go with A, the bulldozing one.
Ooh.
I actually, just by body language, first of all, you're wrong.
Okay, that's fine.
It was the virginity one. It was about the teens coming of age in a bleak North Texas town. Amy
finally got a
Amy
point.
won.
Yay!
Amy got a point.
Amy got it.
Oh, thank God.
That is our game. Thanks everybody for playing.
Thank you
and
for-
thank you to Paul and Amy for being
What a
here.
pleasure.
They'll be
Pleasure.
back for hot
Thank you.
takes.
Thank you, guys.
Everybody go check out Unspooled. It's a fantastic pod going through classic movies. You'll
Thank
love
you
it.
so much.
Thank you both for being here.